Let me introduce you to Frank Gehry. Who is he? He's only probably the most famous living architect in our world. This building down in front is one of the very unique buildings that Frank Gehry has come to be known for. A lot of the buildings we're used to have strong vertical and horizontal lines. Look at all of these lines that go up from the bottom, or they go across like rows of windows. But we are going to be interested in the moving architecture of Frank Gehry today. So when we look at his architecture, we can see all kinds of lines. Some look kind of diagonal, some look vertical and horizontal, but almost all over the place are these organic lines that aren't straight at all. His lines show us both windows and the panels of the material he's known for using, which is titanium. Some of his panels are so flowing that the builders and his architecture team have to work really hard to even make it possible. But the results are stunning. When you're walking down the street and see a building like this, your breath is taken away. So you are going to be able to make your own Frank Gehry inspired piece of architecture. This one you have to look very closely to see his moving lines. It almost camouflages itself as a regular building with architectural lines like vertical and horizontal. This is an example of what you'll be able to make. We're using a special metallic paper, and we're going to start with a big organic shape that fills the entire paper. Because this paper is so special, you only get one try, and we're using Sharpie. So make your best slow lines on this paper. After you make that initial outside line, you're going to make a few more organic lines inside to make large sections of architecture. Inside of those sections, you're going to make some vertical lines, some horizontal lines, and some diagonal lines. Try to vary the lines inside of those sections so that they're different. You can make them a little bit closer together, or you can make them a little bit further apart. And if you want to, you're allowed to use a ruler for those lines. All right, after we make our lines, I will show you how to form our buildings.